What defines magic? Is it the feeling you get in a special moment? A magician entertaining a room with unbelievable tricks? Or is it something entirely different?
What is magic?
The amount of answers to this question are limitless.
I think magic is a lot of things to a lot of people.
The reality is that what everyone perceives as magic looks different. But when we approached Chris Ramsay and the First Magic team about creating a magical product experience together, we were in for a ride we never expected.
All right, so here's the latest iteration. We put the logo on top.
This is the making of the magic.
Product design has a level of magic to it. You know, you're creating something out of nothing. And I've been creating product for nearly a decade now. And from every pocket knife to every keychain, you know, you come up with an idea and you go through the prototyping stage, you know, from a digital concept on a screen to a physical product in your hand. And every single time, it's a magical moment. That experience will never get old. From a very young age, I've always been obsessed with puzzles. You know, I remember when my dad first got me a Rubik's Cube, I literally spent months of my life trying to figure this thing out. And 7 years ago, I came across the YouTuber Chris Ramsay.
We are looking at a custom puzzle.
I just literally would watch these things for hours. The puzzles he was doing, the tricks he was revealing, it was just such an intriguing process. I always had a dream to find a way to work together.
All right, that's it for me.
At WESN, we always try to find people that have the same vision, the same passion behind what they do. And when we connected with Chris, we knew this was a perfect match. But our minds were blown when Chris came to us with an idea that we would have never even thought of.
When WESN approached me with the knife design idea, I was really excited about it. I'm a big fan of their work. Their products are amazing. They do really high quality stuff. But I wanted to figure out a way how to integrate my world into theirs. And the thought of a puzzle came to mind. Now, I've never created a puzzle before. I've solved a ton of them, but I've yet to make my own.
Our team loved the idea when Chris brought it to us. It was exciting, I think, because we had never heard of something done like this before, but the reality was that we've spent the past 7, 8 years making pocket knives, not puzzles. It was not in our wheelhouse. We had never done something like this before. But then Chris came with an idea we thought might just be possible.
What if we didn't just stop at the knife? What if we created a puzzle box where the prize was the knife? So you don't just get the knife, but you also get like this cool solving experience with it.
We thought to ourselves, if Chris's idea actually worked, we might be able to make the most experiential knife unboxing ever. And that was, again, only if Chris's idea worked.
I had no idea how tough it was to actually make a puzzle. We went through iterations and iterations and prototyping and 3D printing a ton of different variants to see what would work, and it was more complicated than we thought it would be.
All right, so here's the latest iteration. We put the logo on top. We thought
The
it was
funner
a lot
puzzles we did before were the ones where you find tool along the way, like little tools that helps you solve the puzzle. So we needed to find a way to integrate those tools in the box to get to the knife.
The box took endless revisions, but the thing that gets me most excited, and the area that we have the most experience in, is the knife.
The idea for the knife that I had was I wanted it to sort of be a skeleton knife where you could see the blade on the inside.
Chris presented a design where we would actually cut out his logo into the handle, which would reveal the blade when it's in a closed position. It's almost confusing to the eye because of how we did the design. Chris is a magician, and I believe that shows through in his design process. And to be honest, this is one of the most beautiful approaches of a microblade I've ever seen.
Whenever we were thinking about the products, we were thinking about how much both of them are meant to be in your hands. And brass is just this material that ages so well, especially whenever it's in your hand and you're using it all the time. It gets this really rich patina. This thing is gonna age with you, and you're gonna have this beautiful comparison between the two sides of this experience, the before and the after.
You can proudly display your knife inside that box. And so when you hand it off to a friend and they want to check out your knife, well, they got to go through those steps first.
It has now been 2 years of us talking back and forth, working with factories, prototyping, refining, and making this something that's workable and beautiful. And just now, after all of that time, we feel like we have something that is perfect.
When we got the final product, I was like amazed. The quality, it's perfect.
When you feel the weight of this thing, you're kind of immediately aware of the quality of it.
It took time, and now we're finally there. And we're super excited to present this product.
We think you're really gonna enjoy it, whether you're a knife enthusiast, a puzzle collector, or you just like cool stuff. We hope you can get it open.
This is my first foray into making a puzzle box, and they are super limited, and they're probably gonna sell out fast, so you might wanna check them out while you can. I just wanna thank everybody out there for the support, and hope you enjoy this WESN/first Puzzle Box Microblade collab.